constructs. It means I was right.
Right about what?
About where... armory. And I think I know what the artifact is. You got it.
Ready again! So what kind of artifact shows up in an armory? A weapon?
An archive spirit.
A what?
A creature of the Fade, bound to a crystal. Our ancestors used them to store knowledge and to help. Mythalinost. Darkspawn.
Has room for ya. Right on him.
Darkspawn. Here. I never would have believed it. Until today.
Another one of those resonance amplifiers.
Get ready. Once I shut it down, the path ahead will remain blocked until the magic dissipates.
We've got your back.
I'm on it.
See that? Bad guys. Nice, Rook.
Seen Darkspawn this deep into Arlethan Forest before. As far as I know, it's never happened.
If the gods are blighted, like Solus claims, maybe they're communicating with the Darkspawn somehow. Directing them?
You saw those Darkspawn, though? Something was different about them.
And we'll stop them. And another resonance amplifier.
Should be the last one, I hope.
Me too.
The last barrier's down. We're close. I can feel it. Something about the blight? Where it is, I mean? It's almost like it's feeding off the elven magic. What I think it is, then the alignment means we're here. This is it. This is where it's kept.
Where what was kept?
The archive spirit, or as the ancient mountain called it, Nodus Durthal. It means the inevitability of knowledge.
What does that mean?
Very clear on that, but I plan to find out.
More constructs ahead.
The inner sanctum. We're getting closer. Looks like this door is going to need a second power crystal.
Then let's go find one.
To be another one of those power crystals around here somewhere. Another ballista. I bet we could use it to break through that wall. did it! All that is the Notisterthallen. I have so many questions for it.
How do you ask it questions?
Okay, here it is. The Notisterthallen.
So we take it.
Oh, I... Wasn't expecting to fight an ogre today. Then again, I also didn't expect to learn that my gods are rampaging around. Just... Okay. There. No. Oh, that's... What? Right.
I am...
Let me know. Ready to...
Right.
Wounded, 16 on bed rest, and some of our most experienced fighters are still missing.
We're running out of veil jumpers. Whatever's going on out there, it's scary.
Jahel and Milva never reported back from Demeter's crossing.
There are 100 people living in that village, or near enough. You're back, and you're alive. Good.
Sounds like things have gotten a lot worse since we left.
Darkspawn. They're showing up all over Arlethan, attacking anyone in their path.
We've evacuated 3 daily settlements already.
We ran into Darkspawn too, near the Nodus Dirthalin.
Wait, you found the Nardus Darthalan? The archive spirit? We could ask it about the gods. Figure out their next move.
If it weren't broken, maybe. But we're not getting anything out of it anytime soon.
Meanwhile, bell jumpers are disappearing. Something out there took them.
I know. But maybe, if we find them...
We find the gods, or at least some sign of where they might be.
But Arlethan Forest is huge. Where do we even begin to look for them?
Demeter's Crossing.
What?
Irlin and Strife. When we came in, you said you'd lost contact with Demeter's Crossing. We could go for...
And good luck.
Okay, we'll need a boat to get there. Let's... Okay, we'll need a boat to get there. Let's head to the dock.
We'll need help.
Agreed. But first we need to get a handle on what exactly is happening out there.
It changes by the hour.
What you hear about bits and bobs for just the right price.
And now that
you've met, do your best not to die, yeah? It can be rough out there.
That's the plan.
If it gets too rough, just come back and I'll square you away with better bits and bobs.
seems like a lot's happened around here.
What hasn't happened? This area is where Tevinter Magister. Magic from the war never went away. Ancient relics appear out of thin air. Float. It's like an old wound that never healed. And now it's bleeding again.
What a view.
That was the capital city, Arlethan. This is what's left of it after the war.
I don't imagine it floated back in the day. That did it.
Rook, ready to go?
Nev, you sure you're up for this?
I'm fine. Couldn't sit still much longer.
Then let's go.
I've never seen fog this thick in Demetta's Crossing. This...
It's so quiet.
Too quiet.
Where is everybody? It's market day. People should be out selling eggs and buying bread. But everything's just abandoned.
Main entrance into town.
There's Blight in there. I can feel it. Be careful.
It's blight. Even worse than in the forest.
Musky.
You okay? What happened here?
Everyone has to stay.
Someone used powerful magic to dominate the minds of these villagers.
The town square.
Let's see what we can find. Fan out.
Look at that.
This blight is weird.
Something big. Stay sharp.
Why were they looking for veil jumpers? What's the mayor want? Look, more people.
Must round up everyone.
Must get them inside.
We will be rewarded.
Milva!
That's one of your fellow veil jumpers? Laura!
Jahel! He's alive!
Belara,
We're going to help you. We'll get you down, Jahel.
no, listen. The gods have returned. I saw them. I heard their voices.
The gods did this?
A blood ritual to release the blight. The villagers, they said they needed power. Belara, be careful.
Come on, that sounds close.
Help me! Hurry!
A dragon? Here?
No! 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 Please!
Hey!
Fresh blood, a hungry heart. Creature, come to me.
I know you. You're the mayor of this town.
The village. The people. Are they,
Blighted. Dead. All of them.
You gave them to the gods, didn't you? Didn't you?
They were in my head. Infecting my thoughts. They made me do it. Please, help me.
Deep breaths. Tell me what happened.
I tried to protect people. You have to believe me. The gods, told me to lure the Veil Jumpers to the center of town. The others were to be rounded up and kept safe. They would be the first to witness the glory of Gillenane's new creation. She showed me gold. So much gold.
All this? For gold? The villagers? The Veil Jumpers? The Blight's everywhere! Demetta's Crossing is dead because of your greed!
I didn't know. You don't understand what it was like to hear those voices.
The gods exploited his greed and fear.
I'm supposed to feel sorry for him? I say we leave him right here.
But I'll die. The Blight! Everywhere. What if the dragon comes back?
If we let you go, you'll run straight back to the gods.
They were in his head. Their influence might linger.
I understand what they do now. I won't be tempted again, I swear.
Rook, you're a Grey Warden. You could pack him off to Weishaupt as punishment.
We'll send him to the Wardens.
No! I'll never survive that.
We take anyone, even murderous traitors like you.
It's more than you deserve.
You don't understand. I felt their power. It's irresistible.
You're gonna spend the rest of your life fighting Darkspawn. That's not enough to redeem you, but it's a start.
But
be grateful I'm even giving you this chance.
the Fade had opened, and the gods were free. Thanks to Solus, they'd woken up to find their empire, their subjects, even their fellow gods, all gone. But they still had the power of the Blight, and corrupting a village was just the start. They made plans to tap more of the Blight, all of it, to rebuild their empire. As a path to power, it had its costs. And everyone would pay for it.
Did you find our scouts?
They're dead. I'm sorry. Elgranon and Gillenane sacrificed them in some kind of ritual.
Creators. What about the rest of the village?
The ritual spread blight everywhere. The entire village was overrun.
The few who survived are controlled by blood magic. Their minds are gone.
Elgranon and Gillenane used them like puppets.
They will not rest until you are on your knees, fearful, cowering, helpless in the face of such power.
Lady Morrigan?
'Tis simply Morrigan to you, Scout Harding. What a pleasure to see you again.
Rook, this is Morrigan, an old acquaintance. I thought she could help.
Morrigan helped the Inquisition when Varric and I were part of it. She knew more about ancient magic than anyone, except Solus.
'Twas both pleasure and necessity to help then, as it is now. Stopping Elganon and Gillenane shall require many hands.
So, who are you exactly?
I have borne many appellations. Advisor to Orlais, Witch of the Wilds, friend to the Inquisition. My place here, however, is but a humble advisor on matters arcane.
Witch of the Wilds?
An honorific born of rumor and exaggeration. The fearsome reputations of your opponents, however, are duly earned. This dark turn of events shall only become worse.
Then I look forward to your help.
How refreshing. Your cooperative nature is appreciated in return.
What can you tell us about all this?
As dangerous as Solus himself may be, his imprisonment of the gods was just. To leave them unchecked would have been the very end of Thedas.
Just to be clear, you know your old friend Solus is actually the Dreadwolf.
So I have come to learn. It rather explains how he knew such a great deal of ancient elven history, and why he became so vexed when I attempted to explain it to him. Whilst I cannot claim the same depth of knowledge, the knowledge I do possess is yours for the asking.
I hope it helps. For all we know, the entire world will look like Demetis Crossing once the gods are through.
It's our fault. When we interrupted Solus's ritual, the gods escaped.
Would those feelings not be better used to put things right?
But how?
Set aside your notions of godhood and see them for the ancient, powerful mages they are. Standing against them shall require serious magic of your own. When you interrupted the Dreadwolf's ritual, did you happen across any of the tools he used?
He had a dagger, but it got lost in the chaos.
Then you would do well to find it. 'Tis better in your hands than those of the gods.
Is there anything else Solus might have had that could help us? We're in his, well, he calls it the lighthouse.
Ah, yes. The legendary sanctum of the Dreadwolf. 'Tis said his Illuvian, the Viravas, could travel to any other Illuvian of his choosing.
That's not how it works right now. It only goes to Arlethan.
I can take a look at it. Maybe fix it, even. I know Illuvians better than most.
Any help you can offer, we'd appreciate.
If Illuvians even work the same way, all the magic is different now. Our god...
We don't have all the answers, but we know what we need to do. You're fixing the Illuvian at the lighthouse, and Nev, Harding, and I are gonna find this dagger at the ritual site. Let's get to work. There's a lot of fight ahead of us.
Indeed. Prepare yourselves well and have a care in your choices. These are the times in which legends are born or slain. In this battle, I shall render whatever assistance I am able.
Right. Let's move.
You can do this, Lace. It's gotta be done. should have taken the shot.
That would have made things worse.
You don't know that. All you have are guesses.
We're up against something unfamiliar, working with more rumors than facts. Of course, that's all I have.
I should have taken the shot.
You didn't take the shot. I destroyed the statue. Who do you want to blame more for the outcome? We all did what we thought was best in the moment.
And look where it got us. Tried to stop the world from being swallowed by chaos, and now it might be swallowed by chaos anyway. Elven gods escaped from prison. Solace is in your head. We're scrambling to figure out what to do. And Varric?
Varric knew the risks. He knew what it might cost.
We're still standing. The fight's not over.
You know, I like that about you, Lace. You don't stop fighting. You push for answers and action, while I can get stuck on questions forever.
Well, we need someone who can put the pieces of the puzzle together. We're fighting the unknown.
Exactly. Everyone has a part to play. Varric brought us together because of our strengths. He wanted a team he could rely on. We have to be that team.
Play to our strengths.
And rely on each other.
I think I can manage that.
Then let's find Solas's dagger. It'll be a start. Look.
I can feel lingering magic. Powerful magic.
The dagger was here. Darkspawn. Oh no, what if it took the dagger?
Only one way to find out.
Look, there it goes. Big Darkspawn coming right at us! We have to go after that ghoul. Let's get this gate open.
Look up there.
Let's keep on the trail. Darks don't usually collect things.
They don't, to my knowledge. But Solas's dagger is special. They might be drawn to it.
Anyone spot that ghoul? It must have come this way.
Look out! More Darkspawn ahead.
More Darkspawn coming out of those pools. Good job. Excellent form, Rook.
Time for a fight! Did you find the dagger?
His darkspawn took it. Let's keep looking.
Over there, our dagger thief.
More blight in the way. And there's probably another one.
Nicely done. I mean... Got us at a distance!
Look, another one of those magical beams. I bet we'll need to...
That's one. Now to find the other.
to be the ghoul we're tracking.
Better hope it still has the dagger. Harding? Harding!
This is the eternal hymn, the prayer and the proclamation. Isa Juno. We are free again. Whole again. Here again. Here again.
Harding!
I can hear it. The Song of the Stone. What is happening to me? What the?
Are you moving those rocks?
I don't know. I don't know how to control it. Making the rest of us look bad, Brooke. I'm there. On the left. They're coming from the right. That dagger. What did it do to me?
Not sure, but we should get back. We'll talk it through there.
Your pet has failed, sister. And now the magic of the Dreadwolf's dagger is hidden from me. Fen Harel meddles once again.
If his dagger's beyond our reach, we must craft another. Made of red lyrium.
You said something took you over.
Something like that?
And it's still with you.
Yes. I think so. It can't be possession, can it?
I doubt it. Dwarves can't be possessed. They aren't connected to the Fade. Solus's dagger triggered this event. But how? Or why? I'm sorry, Lace. I wish I had answers.
It's all right. Talking has helped. And hey, we got the dagger, right? Mission accomplished. Dwarves have never used magic. We can't.
It's not the magic I know.
What do you mean?
It's clearly stone-focused, which makes sense. Dwarves are children of the stone.
Mages connect to the Fade. Dwarves reach out to the stone? Maybe?
Maybe.
I guess we don't have any real answers.
It is a wonderful gift. You must be proud.
But I didn't do anything to earn this. How could I be proud? I don't even know how it happened. It's all a little strange. But not in a bad way. I feel... connected.
To
the stone. Dwarves call ourselves children of the stone. Some of us have what we call stone sense. Those that have it can feel caves, lyrium veins, and faults in the rock. I wasn't one of them. Maybe the dagger unlocks something hidden. But this is more than the stone sense I know. I hope you're right that this is a gift. I'd be heartbroken if it caused problems.
I trust you have all this handled. You always have things handled.
I just hope I can use this magic to do what's right.
I have faith.
I'll send word to the Grey Wardens about the blight we saw. And then I'm gonna lie down.
And we need more answers about what the gods are planning. I'll find someplace to relax and try to reach Solus in the Fade.
Good luck. Try not to let him get to you. It feels like we're finally making some progress. And I'm not sure what my new magic's about, but I know it feels right.
With their eyes on the Dreadwolf and the gods he'd set loose, they couldn't see their own personal demons coming to haunt them. Harding told herself it felt right. She was connected to the stone, to the lost titans, and all of Dwarven history, with its buried secrets. How could that be anything but good?
Guess I should find someplace to try to talk to Solus. Warden wasn't there before, I don't think. Never Harding must have put my pack here. Makes sense. Better place to sleep than the infirmary. Guess I can spare a few moments to unpack my things. Every time I look at this, I can hear that little girl thanking me for saving her village from Darkspawn. She said that since the Grey Wardens didn't have griffins anymore, I could have hers. If I hadn't been there, I'd never have met Varric, and never had to deal with the First Warden complaining I ignored orders. Doesn't matter what the First Warden thinks. There's a little girl alive today because I attacked instead of waiting for reinforcements. A peddler gave me this after I saved his caravan from bandits. He told me the scroll went back to even before Tevinter. Said that elves had a rich history, even more than the rest of us. That history looked better before Elgernon and Gillenane came back and started blighting everything. Varric and his life lessons. I asked him how we were supposed to stop Solus, and he gave me this. Take a long, hard look in it, kid. It'll always show the face of a hero who can get it done. Spent so much time figuring out each tattoo, getting the design right in my head, finding an artist who could make it work. Not to mention holding still the whole time, make sure they'd be perfect. But it was worth it. They're part of me now. The part I made for myself. The ever-turning orb. My final training project as an apprentice. I spent months finding the precise balance of energy flows to make the enchantment permanent. Might have gone faster if I hadn't been exhausted from too many late-night escapades. Oh well, still got it done. Right, that's better. Now, how do I connect to Solus? Just sleep or relaxing? Maybe if I clear my mind.
Back so soon. It must have been worse than I had thought.
Hello, Dreadwolf.
Ah, but perhaps I am mistaken. You may be here to correct me, to tell me that my concerns were unfounded. I am, after all, remembered as the god of lies, treachery, and rebellion.
So you're gonna be insufferable about it. See, this is the reason nobody likes you.
I led a rebellion for centuries that culminated in the creation of the Veil and the destruction of the Elven Empire.
Okay, this is among the reasons nobody likes you.
My information was accurate. Now you realize that the danger is real.
I need to know what the gods are planning.
You are asking for knowledge no mortal in this world is privy to. If I am to share it with you, I need to know what makes you the right person to lead the fight against Algernon and Gillenane.
Someone has to do something. I may not be the right person for this job, but I'm the only one left.
So your call to action is that any attempt is better than none?
Back in the Grey Wardens, I was with a group of recruits outside this village dealing with the Darkspawn incursion. Our orders were to wait for reinforcements, but we knew that by the time they arrived, everyone in that village would be dead.
So you led your team of recruits in any way, collapsing the tunnel and saving the village.
How'd you know that?
You helped Varric pursue me for the better part of a year. It would have been foolish not to learn about who was hunting me.
Then you know that if someone has to make a call, I'll do it.
I suppose I was not so different when I started.
Started what?
My rebellion against the Evanurus. The Elven Gods, as you call them. They wish to reclaim their dominion over this world. To accomplish that, they will need two things. First, the Blight. What exists in this world is a bare fragment of its power. The rest is imprisoned, until they release it.
The rest of the Blight is imprisoned? There's more than what's in the world already?
Yes. Centuries ago, the Magisters of Tevinter opened my prison. A tiny fragment of the Blight escaped. That fragment grew beneath the earth and led to the Blights that have swept across the world. However terrible the Blight is now, it is a mere fraction of what we will see if its full power is unleashed.
What would they need to do to free the Blight, and how do we stop them from doing it?
They will need to pierce the veil to reach the Blight's prison. My Lyrium dagger is one of the few artifacts capable of doing so.
We've already recovered it from the ritual site.
Excellent. Then they will have to make their own. That will give you time.
You said the gods needed two things, and the Blight is the first. What's the second?
Followers. They have called themselves gods. And what is a god without worshippers to sing their praises?
I'm not gonna bend a knee to blighted murdering monsters just because their ears are pointed like mine. I don't think many other elves are going to either.
Agreed. Algernon and Gillenane care little for the elves. They will find worshippers among those hungry for power. Tyrants and bullies. The cruel and the corrupt, who fear their own vulnerability and seize any chance to feel strong. If you hunt them, they will lead you to Algernon and Gillenane.
Thank you. I'll go poke at the cruel and the corrupt, and we'll see what we find.
The Veravas, the lighthouse Soluvian, can take you anywhere, if you master its secrets. Have you done so?
Not yet, but we've got one of the Veil Jumpers working on it. She'll get it sorted, and we'll see how it goes.
Yes. I suppose we will. And when you speak with Varric, please tell him that I regret what happened.
So Solus told the truth about the gods.
You heard? It's bad, Varric. If you had seen him at his crossing.
The team needs to act fast. And it can't do that with me leading from a bed. You've got to take point on this.
I'll get it done.
I never doubted it.
Nev might.
Rook, when I put this team together, what did I look for? A detective to find the Dreadwolf, and a scout to get us the lay of the land. Exactly the people he'd expect me to recruit. Disciplined, predictable. And then there's you.
Remember when we first met, kid? I watched you lead a few misfit recruits and push back one of the biggest darkspawn horrors I've ever seen.
Just needed to find the right strategy.
And no other warden found it. You stopped that horde. Had to drop a town hall on it, but you've got a knack, kid.
For what?
Finding a way through the wildest shit I've ever seen. With a plan that no one expects. On the best day of his life, Solus wouldn't see you coming, Rook. And don't worry. I'll still be here to talk if you need me.
There is something. When I took over at the ritual site, I had to make a call on who came with me to knock over that statue. It was the first decision I made leading this team, and Nev got hurt because of it.
You made a decision with the best information you had. Sometimes you do that, and people end up hurt. Or worse.
I'll let you get some rest.
You're gonna be fine, Rook. Hey, one last thing before you go. I've been racking my brain thinking of contacts who might help us with these gods.
You got any ideas?
Nothing. But being a leader isn't about having all the answers yourself. It's about knowing who does. Nev has connections to a whole world that Harding and I barely know. Might be worth talking to her.
Will do. Thanks, Varric.
Anytime. I wish I could be out there.
Nev, you've got wisps?
Yeah, they came with the place. But you're here for leads. You want allies to go after the gods? I've got places to look, if we can get anywhere but Arlathan.
Balara's working on it. What have you got?
Let's start with the angles we know. The gods are corrupt magic personified. Who do we hire to fight that? First, the Antivan Crows.
You want to fight gods with assassins?
Not just any assassin, their most feared mage killer, the Demon of Virantium.
Well, I'm sold. Now we charm the crows.
Fingers crossed. The demon got his nickname taking out blood mages and Venatori. From everything I've learned, the reputation was earned. I never uncovered his real name, and there's been fewer stories the last few years. But the crows would know. I can set a meeting with their bosses.
This is great. Thanks, Nev.
It's what I'm here for.
You said the crows were first. What's next?
A trip home.
Back to Minrathis.
Capital city and heart of Tevinter. An empire of mages that knows a thing or two about corrupt magic.
Tevinter authority
won't help and can't be trusted, which is why we talk to the Shadow Dragons. They're a resistance group that fights slavers, blood magic, and imperial corruption. They've got eyes and ears everywhere, including mine. If the gods enter the empire, we might get something. Besides, I owe them an update.
These people sound great. I mean, if they're anything like you.
No one's as good as they seem. But they try.
So, we talked to the crows in Antiva and the Shadow Dragons in Minrathis.
I wouldn't mind checking in on my neighborhood either. If Balara's ready for us.
Yeah, should check how things are going.
Almost there. I just have to... Shit! Sorry.
Can I help?
No, I've got it. Mostly, mirrors are funny things, aren't they? Reflections. They distort reality, no matter what you try. And there's the trick. Control that distortion. There you have it.
What is that place?
If I had to guess, it's the Fade. Another part of it, I mean.
Didn't Morrigan say this Illuvian could go anywhere? Didn't think that meant elsewhere in the Fade.
She called it the Viravas, freedom of ways. I wonder...
If you have an idea what that place is, Balara, share it. We don't have time to waste.
Some of the older texts talk about a place in the Fade where all the Illuvians meet. A crossroads where you could travel across all of Thedas in just minutes.
Right. We saw something similar when we were chasing Solus. I wonder if it's the same.
It is alike, and it is not.
Either you found some way to get into the lighthouse without us seeing, or you've been here all along. Not sure which one worries me more.
The Wolf's Fang. You carry it now. Old paths. A new journey.
Well, can't tell if that's a trap or not. But we're short on options. One way to find out.
And it didn't feel dangerous, you know? Almost more sad.
We have no idea what or who they are. So let's be careful. We need to be ready for anything.
And we still don't know what this Illuvian's gonna do. One of us should probably stay behind in case it closes.
Good point.
Just tell us when you're ready to go, Rook, and then we can figure out what's going on.